Nigeria, 1 in every 4 people carry the sickle cell gene. The World Health Organization says Nigeria accounts for over 50% of SCD births globally, and 70 to 90% of affected children die before their 5th birthday due to lack of early diagnosis and proper treatment. For a condition that affects more Nigerians than anywhere else in the world, sickle cell is still surrounded by stigma, silence, and struggle. But in the midst of all this, one man rises and decides to do something different. The Federal Capital Territory Abuja hosted this one man, Dr. Rabiu Olowo, who marked his 40th birthday with the birth of a foundation, and not just any foundation, but one personal to him.
Business schools, local and global conferences included. Dr. Rabiu Olowo is a
The event kicked off with a reading of Dr. Olowo's bio, a tale of major accomplishment within 40 years of his life. Children living with sickle cell, referred to as warriors, took the stage one after the other, sharing their dreams and their strength. From there, the energy turned cultural with a performance by the Black Bones troupe. Dance, drama, and drumming all came together, stirring emotions and leaving many in the audience entertained. Tributes followed, starting with businessman and philanthropist Tony Elumelu, who called Rabiu's decision to launch the foundation an ultimate act of maturity and selflessness.
Here is a young man whose focus on his birthday is not on himself, but on others, on how to make a difference in the world we live in. Dr. Olowo, you are someone who has achieved so much, so early in life. When you were reading your accomplishments, my neighbor said, "Is he only 40? You're a first-class accounting graduate, a proven leader in the private sector, an outstanding performer in the public sector. Today, you lead the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria as Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Officer. This journey is one of resilience, brilliance, and humility. In Nigeria, we estimate between 4 to 6 million sickle cell carriers, with over 150,000 children born with the condition every year. Many lack access to proper health care, counseling, and support. This is why I commend you, Dr. Olowo, for stepping forward with this visionary initiative. You are indeed offering hope, education, and critical healthcare support to those who need it most. Thank you for this.
Ambassador Carr echoed the same sentiment, drawing attention to the millions of young people still locked out of opportunity and why this foundation must now take center stage.
So tonight is more than a celebration of a milestone. I would say it's a call to action. It's a call for us to think boldly and to ignite our collective commitment to transformative change, to reshape this beautiful country called Nigeria and Africa and beyond. If we are all true to ourselves, we know that millions of our youth, of our young children, remain out of school. Our rural areas lack infrastructure, basic infrastructure, and many of our learners are denied quality teachers, nutrition, and conducive environments. To change this, we must disrupt the status quo. I submit that community service is the heartbeat of local transformation. By investing in local solutions, whether it is in health, in agriculture, or agriculture technologies, or renewable energy and sustainability to quality education, we will unlock the creativity of our youth and we will build resilience from the ground up.
Also lending her voice, Dr. Modupe Elebute-Odunsi, a consultant hematologist and founder of a cancer center, called for deeper collaboration to change the sickle cell narrative in Nigeria.
Two people AS get married. People seem to think that if they have 4 children, only one will be affected, but it's not that. That's not how it works. In every single child that they have, there is a 50% chance of that child being affected by sickle cell. So I think if there's anything that I wanted to get across this evening, that would be what I was going to say. Because we see families where the 2 carriers have 4 or 5 children because they thought only one was going to be affected, and then they're surprised when every single one of them has the sickle cell gene. One of the biggest issues in sickle remains the stigma. Nobody wants to tell anybody that they have sickle because everybody thinks, oh my gosh, are they going to die early? Is there a problem? They don't want to have anything to do with them. And this is one of the big things that the Rabiu Olowo Foundation is going to help tackle, is to make sure that we remove that stigma. There's nothing that anybody has done, as Dr. Olowo himself is showcasing today, being born with this condition, but also you can live a very, very normal life. But in fact, you can live a very, very distinguished life. Everybody who has said today that they were surprised that Dr. Olowo is just 40 years old. I am the biggest person. When I saw his date of birth, I could not believe what he's done, and yet he's absolutely so young.
Celebrating birthday with purpose.
Then came the voice behind the vision, Dr. and Mrs. Rabiu Olowo. In synergy, they made it clear that this foundation was not just about healing bodies, but dreams. Its 3 core pillars are healthcare, education, and community service.
Growing up, I was shaped by experiences that opened my eyes to the many challenges people face. Not just the obvious ones like poverty or illness, but the invisible ones, the lack of opportunity, the absence of support, and the weight of being unheard. Among these realities, sickle cell stood out. For me, this is very personal. I have personally witnessed how this condition, so common, yet so misunderstood, can take an immense toll on individuals and families, particularly those with limited access to quality health care. My experience ignited a fire in me. This foundation is more than just an organization. It's a promise, a legacy of love, service, and hope. A movement to break cycles, to inspire hope, and to make a lasting difference. Whether it's by providing access to Medicare, sponsoring a child's education, or revitalizing our local community. Every program, every action, every initiative we lead is a step toward a brighter and more equitable future.
This evening is the convergence of purpose and passion, a celebration of impact, and the beginning of a legacy far greater than any one of us. I have the privilege of walking beside Rabiu, not just as his wife, but as a partner in faith, family, vision, and service. And I can tell you without hesitation that he is a man fueled not by titles or accolades, but by meaning. Every achievement, every milestone, every accolade has pointed to a singular desire to live a life of purpose and to use that life to elevate others. The Rabiu Olowo Foundation is the embodiment of that purpose. It is a heartfelt response to the pain we have seen, the hope we have carried, and the change we believe is not only possible, but necessary. Our vision is to create a world where no child is denied the right to live a full and healthy life because of a condition they did not choose. A world where young people are not held back by poverty or lack of opportunity. A world where communities are empowered, educated, and equipped to thrive.
With a robust board of trustees including Adebola Adedeji, a sickle cell warrior, Adam Olowo, Modupe Odunsin, and Aisha Olowo, the foundation boasts of a structure and staying power.
It's a work day and there's still work tomorrow, but you've honored us and we don't take it for granted. So
5 MOUs were signed with key partners, Codex, Crimson Bowl, ICANN, and others, all united by one vision: to build a better world for children like those who stood on that stage.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
They say life begins at 40, but for Dr. Rabiu Olowo, life has always been about purpose. And if this foundation lives up to its vision, this birthday gift to the nation may well outlive us all. Uloma Oyemachi, TVC News, Abuja.